Released in 2015, the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 is now more than 6 years old. The Note 5 is one of my favorite phones of the Note series, and the one I use the most. In this video, I'm going to tell you if the Note 5 is still worth it in the upcoming year. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 in 2022. The Note 5 is the first of the series to have a premium glass and aluminum design, and even after more than 6 years it still looks and feels amazing. I used this phone every day for a couple of years, and during my usage it gained a lot of scratches all over the body. Even though I dropped it many times, it still didn't break, and for that I am very happy. On the front, the Note 5 looks outdated, because it has a big forehead and chin where the home button is located. Overall, when it comes to the build quality, the Note 5 still holds its own. The Note 5 has a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display. It is a big and wide device, even though the screen size isn't even 6-inch. The reason for that are the top and bottom bezels, and the old 16:9 screen format. That aside, the quality of the display is still very good. It is very sharp and it has accurate colors. It does also get very bright, and because of the flat sides it has no distortion. Overall, I am very happy with the quality of the display found on the Note 5. I think it is on par with some of the flagships of later years. It has only a 60Hz panel, but that's to be expected since it was released before 120Hz displays became a thing. The latest update for the Note 5 is the Android 7, and like expected, software experience isn't that good. Scrolling through the UI doesn't feel smooth, and it lags a lot. If it had the One UI software, I think it would have performed still very good, but this device isn't supported for many years now. If we compare the software with the most recent version of the One UI, you can see Samsung has made a lot of improvements in this department. The Note 5 is powered by the Exynos 7420, and it has 4GB of RAM. This device is very slow. It can still do basic things, but it gets very warm, and it starts to lag. RAM management is also very poor. The base storage of this device is 32GB, and it doesn't even support a microSD card. The Samsung Galaxy Note 5 has a single 16-megapixel rear camera. Pictures taken with this camera in daylight are sharp and have great colors, but the dynamic range is very weak. It is low light where this phone does feel its age. It doesn't have night mode, so pictures lack detail and have a lot of noise. Video quality isn't that good either. It does have OIS, but when shooting at 4K the stabilization isn't good. When shooting 1080p videos it gets better, but it loses sharpness. On the front it has a mediocre 5-megapixel camera. In daylight pictures are very noisy with no dynamic range at all. On low light this camera becomes almost unusable. I would like to show you some of the samples I took with the Note 5 during my usage. The Note 5 has only a single firing speaker on the bottom. It is loud and clear, and it can still compete with today's mid-rangers. It doesn't, however, come close to the phones that have stereo speakers. It does also have a headphone jack, which is very rare these days. The Note 5 has a 3000 mAh battery, which is not enough in 2022. Even if it was a new device, with this capacity you would never get through a day with a single charge. Since this device is used for a long time, it barely lasts me half a day with light usage. It does support 15 watts of charging via the old micro USB port. It does also have wireless charging, but I stopped using this feature because it gets very warm. The Note 5 was the first Note to have a sealed battery, and in 2015 it caused a lot of backlash. The S Pen of the Note 5 is still comparable with recent Note devices. Sure, you can't take pictures with it, and it doesn't have the lowest latency, but it still does perfectly the core S Pen features. You can edit pictures precisely, sign documents, or even take screen-off memos. I can't, however, insert it on the phone because I broke the clicking mechanism. The S Pen of the Note 5 is still important for me because I've been using it for my S21 Ultra. The main way to unlock this phone is by using the fingerprint scanner that is located in the home button. This scanner has always been very reliable to me, even though it doesn't feel as quick. The Note 5 doesn't have a face scanner, and if you don't want to use the fingerprint scanner, you have always an option for a PIN or a password. So is the Note 5 still worth buying in 2022? As much as I love this device, the answer is no. There are a lot of reasons for that. First of all, it has an outdated software, the performance isn't good either, and the battery drains quickly. If you want to buy a used cheap device, there are a lot of options, but the Note 5 shouldn't be one of them. If you have this device, I think it is time to let it rest and go upgrade for a new one. The Note 5, however, has a special place in my heart, and I will keep it as long as it holds. If you own the Note 5, or you were a user of this device in the past, I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.